How will trade work after Brexit?
What will Brexit mean for the
Will it
Union?
definitely happen?
Why haven't we left yet?
Why haven't we left yet? Why is Brexit taking so long? Come to a place like this where 60% voted to leave and you get asked that all the time. So let's see if I can explain. No country has ever left the EU before. There is no manual telling you how to do it, which means that we, or at least our government, and they, the governments of the 27 other EU countries, are really having to make it up as they go along. Those working on Brexit say it's the most complex challenge any government has faced since the Second World War. And here's why. Over 45 years in the European club, Britain has agreed to a huge collection of things as a result of its membership. It reminds me a bit of one of these boxes you get on the street that contain the phone wires. Look inside, there's all those wires, all those colours, all those interconnections. The difference is, when it comes to Brexit, no plan exists as how to rewire it. That relationship is about much more than trade with Europe. Trade with the rest of the world is covered by, you guessed it, agreements made through the EU. And the EU, of course, is about much more than trade. So that is hundreds of agreements, thousands of laws and rules and regulations that have to be rewritten or remade. Now, you may have thought that the man from number 10 who called the referendum would have had a plan. But no, David Cameron stopped civil servants from planning for defeat. But what about the other side? Those who campaigned for leave, like Boris Johnson. Surely they would have had a plan. Well, no, again. They were worried that if they did have a plan, it might scare off potential supporters. The truth is, there is no political agreement about what Brexit does mean, could mean, or even should mean. Theresa May's got no majority in Parliament, her party is deeply divided, and so are the Labour Party. And if getting agreement at home has proved mighty hard, it's made getting a deal in Europe much harder. Thank you. Now, there are people who do business deals who say, why does the Prime Minister do it like I would? Talk tough and threaten to walk out of the negotiations if she doesn't get what she wants. Why doesn't she behave a bit more like Donald Trump? There is an answer to that. There aren't a lot of business deals in which you're having to negotiate with 27 other leaders at the same time as your board, your shareholders and your customers are all having a row in public about what you're doing, and at the same time as those 27 other leaders are having to persuade their cabinets, their parliaments, their parties that they're doing the right thing. All of which goes to explain why we haven't left yet, and why the only thing that's certain when it comes to Brexit is yet more uncertainty. Nick Robinson, BBC News, Chesterfield.